everybody. This is Crafty Mom, and we're going to make fresh pineapple juice from frozen pineapple. This is where I cut up the fresh pineapple and put it on a small cookie I don't know if that's a cookie sheet, it's a little sheet, and froze it. But before we get, so they will have that, I'm going to put a half a cup of sugar in this warm water so it can dissolve. That way, that's how we sweeten this. I'm going to whisk it. And this is my pineapple. And it is fresh pineapple that I get from the produce, and I peel it and cut it up in small chunks and freeze it. This one just happens to still be on the tray. I also have pineapple in a bag over here too. This is where I had gotten them. And once I get them, and once they're ripe, I just cut them and freeze them, and then I have them in my big freezer so I can just pull when it's time for juice to be made. All I have to do is get the fruit out and get my stuff. Now I'm using the Ninja professional power. Hold on. I don't know why I'm washing my hands. They're just gonna get all sticky again. Yes, a professional power. It is a blender. It has 6 blades in it. Start out with that part. Top on. Make sure everything's sealed down good. And okay, I have made a container with my mesh strainer here. That's how we're gonna strain out all this extra pulp and whatnot. A lot of time you buy some of the pineapple frozen concentrate juice, it almost has a dark yellowy brown or like brownish color. So this really sticks to the true color of your pineapple. And I got my pineapples, I've got some of them from Aldi, if y'all have Aldi's in your area, because usually, their pineapple, some of the produce doesn't last as long, so it's a good way to get your pineapple in the, in your freezer without paying full price. But you definitely need to make sure they're ripe when you do it, though, because that's kind of important. And I think these are all Del Monte. I think these are Del Monte. I think that's what the brand. I don't know. I know sometimes you find Dole, and some of them they're Del Monte. It really doesn't matter which you use. See, there's not. I try to keep. Of course, you're gonna get pulp in it, but it does this thing where it looks like it's separating, which it does, but once you shake it up to drink it, it's fine. So, next group in here. Gotta remember how to get it all put. So this is where I have all the extra that's frozen and in a bag. Back on and get it going. Sure everything's closed good. Need some more water in here. And since it has the spout up here on it, it makes it nice to be able to get more water in there without having to take the top all off and start off. Fluid enough yet. My strainer again. Set that right there and pour this first bit into our bottle or juice container. This is a very messy process, to say the least. But I say it's a labor of love. Cooking is my thing. When I'm stressed, I bake. It's just the way I've always been. I like to make cookies and have them in the cookie jar, you know. And yeah, you can buy cookies at the store, I know, but it's just not the same. It's not got the same feeling of homemade does when you have your own homemade cookies in your own cookie jar. It hits different. And of course, if you're the one making them, you also know what's in your cookies, ingredient-wise, to know what you're using and putting in there, and so you can edit recipes and take stuff out or put more stuff in, or see, it's all slushy. Might be nice for a summer drink or fun, like slushy way to eat pineapple. I don't know. Get rid of this part. And I'm just putting that extra stuff down my drain, down my garbage disposal. So I'm not just dumping it in my sink and putting it there. I'm actually some pineapples. I'm using purified water from Kroger. That's just where I got mine. It was on sale. It's what water I use in my ice maker. Okay, here we go again. Let's see if it's ready to pour. Or if it needs more fluid. I think it's, no. Okay. And of course, you can mix other fruits. We've done orange juice. I first started doing the orange, solid to do the orange juice when with the frozen orange juice, and then I decided, you know, because Paul likes to drink pineapple juice, so I thought, you know what, why don't I try it too? And if you know, the pineapple, it does separate more than what the orange juice does, but shaking it back up in the end, you know, before you put it in your cup to drink it will help with that. So okay, let me go get this strainer emptied real quick. I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but you can see where it looks clearer on the bottom and then it's thicker at the top. Put this bunch in here. Okay. And I have done it with the Ninja Ninja blender, like you can make smoothies in, but it takes a whole lot longer to go through the process that way to get it done. And it might be easier for you to tell in here the way it separates. You got clearer and more solidly looking at the top. Just gonna put the rest of this in.
Ooh, that's way too much.
Yeah, I got too much. We'll have to put that in something else. But there it is, homemade pineapple juice. See?